On Osrc News at 7, Governor Ayedatiwa cautions political gladiators against violence ahead APC party primary. Security agencies strategize for Saturday's Ondo APC shadow election. World Bank, AFDB to connect 300 million Africans to electricity. And from the foreign scene, Ecuador declares energy emergency as Colombia cuts electricity supply. Good evening, thanks for joining us on the news at 7. My name is Safid Aribisala. Traditional rulers and the people of Akoko Northwest local government area of Ondo State have pledged their support for Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa ahead of the governorship primary election of the All Progressives Congress, APC, led by the Zaki of Arigidi of Ayisa Olanipeku, the royal fathers who appreciated the passion of the governor to prosper the state, prayed for his success. The governor who noted that the support of the people will translate to his victory at the shadow election urged more commitment from petty members. The people of Akoko Southwest local government area of Ondo State have been reassured of policies and programs that will better their lives. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, during his tour of the council area ahead of this weekend's governorship primary of the APC, said he is committed to promoting the tourism potential of the state while strengthening its security architecture. The Olubaka Okoka Oba Adeburi Adeleye led other royal fathers to receive the governor.
Let me first of all thank God for His goodness and mercy upon our lives and the resources He has given to us. All resources, both spiritual, human and financial resources, part of which has been demonstrated here today by providing this campaign office for this project that God Himself orchestrated, even from the foundations of the earth. I want to thank you, Dr. Ategole, and all other leaders from Akoko Southwest, more particularly from Okalang, for these that you put together to further enhance our campaign structure and the work that we are doing in the now. And I know the reward will come in due time. Because you have sown this great seed, huge seed, God will reward you. Amen. Men will also honor you. Amen. Men will support you at your time. Amen. The kind of support that you will be marveled. Amen. Because right now I'm marveled here for this that I've seen. Therefore, in the name of God the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, I commission and dedicate these campaign office for ease of campaign, for the good of the work that will lead us to victory, not just on Saturday the 20th of April, even in November 16th. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa commissioning a campaign office dedicated to his aspiration to become governor in the 24 November 16 election. Now we'll return to the story from Akoko Northwest, where traditional rulers and the people of Akoko Northwest local government area of Ondo State have pledged their support for Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa ahead of the governorship primary election of the APC, led by the Zaki of Arigidi, Oba Ayisa Olanipeku, the royal fathers who appreciated the passion of the governor to prosper the state, prayed for his success. The governor who noted that the support of the people will translate to his victory at the shadow election, adds more commitments from party members.
Ọkọ̀ Jésù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kí ó máa rí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe káàkiri yìí, mọ́tò yín ò ní jáàmù. Ẹ ò ní fẹ̀mí wá ipò. Ẹ̀mí aya ò ní lọ sí. Ẹ̀mí àwọn ọmọ ò ní lọ sí. Ẹ̀mí dọ́kítì gọ́nà ò ní lọ sí. Ẹ̀mí àwọn ẹ́tọ́rẹ́jì yìí ò ní lọ sí.
So congratulations sir. Torí gbà níyàn yín gbà níyàn wà lẹ̀ dá inú wa dùn. Àwọn bàbá tó ń jẹ́ ṣàmàlú wa ni wọ́n fi tìdùnnú lórúkọ gbogbo wọn láti ṣàdúrà fún yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kábíyèsí tọ́jú ni wọ́n ṣàdúrà fún yín. Inú wa dùn láti ṣàdúrà yín dénúdénú ni. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ipò tẹ́ ẹ̀ náwó sí òtítì tí yín kò sí kankan tó máa yẹ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ṣe wá ṣe tí gbogbo ó já sí ọ.
Tí ipò yìí ó wù wọ́n ní o, ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣòfò. Wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn tó ń wá, wọ́n wá ń ṣe ìlérí pé tí ẹ bá ọwọ́ tiwa ta bá débẹ̀, á ṣe nǹkan báyìí, á ṣe nǹkan báyìí, á ṣe nǹkan báyìí. Wọ́n ní ṣùgbọ́n tí gómìnà tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, a dẹ̀ rí nǹkan tó ń ṣe pé èyí tá a fojú rí yìí o, ó wù wá, ẹ jẹ́ agbádùn ẹ̀ tí constitution permit wọn kan fi wà ń bẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹgbẹ́ wa gbé tó kalẹ̀ pé ẹ bá fẹ́ kí ọmọ tẹ fẹ́ràn yìí kó máa tẹ̀síwájú sí i. Àwa máa ń ṣètò ní o, which is electoral process. Nìkan náà ló lè extend ẹ̀. Ìyẹn la dẹ̀ wá fẹ́ ṣe nínú ẹgbẹ́ wa, ẹgbẹ́ APC, which is the primary election tó máa wáyé ní ọjọ́ Saturday.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa at his tour to the Akoko Northwest local government area earlier today. Ahead of the APC primary election on April 20 and the November 16 governorship poll in Ondo State, the campaign office of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has been inaugurated in Oka, headquarters of Akoko Southwest local government area. The office complex was jointly donated by the special advisor to Governor Aiyedatiwa on transportation, Honorable Benga Omoli, and former member of the State Executive Council, Dr. Victor Ategoli. Performing the inauguration, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa would thank the donors, promised to make good use of the facility. He thanked the people of the council area for their solidarity, steadfastness, and support for his administration. This is the first campaign office donated to the governor on his campaign tour of local government areas in the state. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has dismissed insinuations doing the round that contractors handling various road projects across the state have not been fully mobilized. Governor Aiyedatiwa, during his visits to our local government area of the state, in continuation of his tour of council areas ahead of the APC governorship primary election, said his commitment to bridge infrastructural gaps across the state is unshaken. The governor, who was applauded by royal fathers and the people of the council area, restated his dedication to good governance. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports that the governor also visited Osrc local government area of the state.
Everybody should maintain decorum. They should not be violent. They should play the game like sportsmen. Whoever wins at the end of the day, everybody, we are members of the same party. We are all qualified to be governor of Ondo State. But there's someone on that seat presently, and the people are yearning for continuity. So it is the clamor by the people. It is their wish that I should continue beyond 2025. So every other aspirant should just follow the rules and the guidelines that have been put in place by our party and by INEC and by the Electoral Act, so that we can all go to the field. We should discuss the issue and shun campaign of calumny and play the game, follow the rules of the game, so that at the end of the day, whoever emerges as the winner, we all should come together as a member of the same family to support him, so that our party, APC, will sustain the seat of governors.
Ahead Saturday's APC primary, political gladiators in Ondo State, especially those aspiring to become the governor, have been asked to eschew violence and campaign of calumny. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, while speaking with journalists at the Palace of Olowo, stressed the need for decorum among the contestants while urging them to play the game by the rules. The governor, who described the election as a family contest, said the interests of the party must be protected. According to him, all aspirants must join hands with the eventual winner of the primary 16 governorship poll. The governor also expressed satisfaction with the turnout and reception being accorded him during the tour and the support of party faithful. We're due to take a break on the news at 7. We'll be back with more stories, please.
Hey, Iskilu, báwo la ti fẹ́ sanwó nù?
Farabalẹ̀.
1,000. We go once play tire o. Farabalẹ̀ now.
Madam, èló lówó wa?
Brother, na 3,005.
Màá fún yín ní owó òpè káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
1,000 naira credit. Now you dey turn to 10,000.
No. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí iyekíye tó o bá rà sórí ohun ìpè Glo Berekete 10 times rẹ.
I told you. Na one go tell.
Thank you for rejoining us on the news tonight. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Osrc TV Ondo. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has dismissed insinuations doing the rounds that contractors and various road projects across the state have not been fully mobilized. Governor Aiyedatiwa, during his visits to our local government area of the state in continuation of his tour of council areas ahead of the APC primary election, said his commitment to bridge infrastructural gaps across the state is unshaken. The governor, who was applauded by royal fathers and people of the council area, restated his dedication to good governance. Governor House correspondent Wahab Bankole is more.
All roads led to the ancient palace of Olowo as Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa was received by traditional rulers and residents of the council area. The governor, who was in the ancient town in continuation of his tour of the council area ahead of the governorship primary election, expressed his appreciation to the royal fathers and the people, which are promised to do more in the delivery of democratic dividends.
Before I can go beyond 2025, I have to go through a process, which is called an electoral process put in place by our political party, APC. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa dìbò ẹni ọjọ́ Sátọ̀dé, àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa ló máa dìbò ṣe gbogbo ìlú. Adẹ̀mọ́ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa yìí, abẹ́ àṣẹ yín náà. Báwòrán ti gbé ìwé ìròyìn ti kọ jáde pé gbogbo ọba gbogbo orí adé ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo pé wọ́n ti dúró ti gómìnà tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pé kó máa tẹ̀síwájú sí
The Olowo Oba Ajibade Gbadegeshi Ogunoye, who prayed for the success of the governor, described him as a humble and God-fearing individual whose passion to promote the well-being of the people is evident.
Ní èrò mi jí pé ká fọwọ́ tì lẹ́yìn. Èmi pẹ̀lú àwọn ọba ta wà ní àwọn local government, a mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin ló yẹ nípò. Òun náà la fi wà bí lẹ́yìn táwa fi hàn gbogbo òlú pé gómìnà tá a máa wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ lélẹ́yìn. èyí tó fẹ́ ṣe ní sátidé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa tó máa dìbò ń bẹ̀ ẹ dìbò fún Lucky Orimisan Ayédàtiwa.
The impressive turnout by people of the council area at Methodist Primary School was a testament to the love and support for the governor. A chieftain of the party in the council area, Akin Awodeyi Akinseyinde, who rallied support for Governor Ayédàtiwa, appealed to party members not to waver. Governor Ayédàtiwa, who was visibly happy, appreciated his gathering for the massive turnout. The governor also used the occasion to dismiss insinuations that the state government was owing contractors handling road projects across the state.
Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run kan lò tó jẹ́ kí n di igbákejì gómìnà ọ̀wọ́ ń bí láti jáde o. Ìdí rẹ̀ ni mo fi sọ pé ẹ̀yẹ́ máa ṣe o. Ìgbà tí a máa dìbò yẹn ní 2020, ìbò tó jáde fún ẹgbẹ́ APC tí ẹ dì fún èmi àti arákùnrin, it was in excess of 35,000, the highest in history.
The coast of the APC was enlarged in the council area as some members of the opposition party were received into the ruling party at the event. Governor Ayédàtiwa, in continuation of his tour, had visited Ifon, headquarters of Osrc government area of the state, where he was received by royal fathers in the council area at the local government secretariat. Governor Ayédàtiwa appreciated the support of the royal fathers and sought their blessings.
About 2 weeks ago, the 130 Crown Club, the umbrella for the second levels and third levels of uppers in Ondo State, we all came together, and you agreed with one mind and spoke with one voice concerning me, among other things that you presented on that day. But the one that concerns me, is your resolution, your resolve that I should continue as the governor of Ondo State beyond 2025.
The Olute of Ute, Oba Oluwole Akinrogbe, said the governor has demonstrated competence and performed beyond expectations, hence their support for him.
Ìlú Ọ̀sẹ̀, Adéwọ̀d méjìlá, ìfẹ́ ọba mẹ́wàá láti. Gbogbo wa lọ́kùnrin lọ́mọdé àti ní àgbà ni àwa ń fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwa rán Lucky Orimisan Ayédàtiwa níṣẹ́ ni. Kò ń ṣe wípé wọ́n lọ sí fúnra wọn, wọ́n lọ sí fún ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀sẹ̀ àti ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.
The governor later addressed members of the APC, where he urged them to keep the flag flying while sustaining their commitment ahead of this weekend's shadow election. Ayédàtiwa appealed to residents of the area to join hands with government to further strengthen the security architecture of the area and the state. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
As part of his tour to various local government areas in Ondo State, the governor was also in Akoko Southwest local government area of the state, where he assured the people of policies and programs that will better their lives. Governor's correspondent Wahab Bankole reports that the Lubaka of Oka, Obadebori Adeleye, led other royal fathers to receive the governor.
It was with excitement that the people of Akoko Southwest local government area of Ondo State welcomed Governor Lucky Ayédàtiwa. The governor and his team were at the palace of Olubaka, Oba Adebori Adeleye, where he was received by the monarch in company of his colleagues from the council area. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who showed gratitude to the traditional rulers and the people for their support and endorsement of his candidature, promised to accelerate the state's development in all sectors.
Secondary and primary school 2,000 to fill the gap that is existing in the staff structure. There is primary and secondary schools. Medical workers, employment is ongoing. ODRs were just employed about 165 across the 18 local governments. The higher institutions, we are supporting them with funds so that they can also develop their other assets that are required for effective learning system. And all the roads and other infrastructure that the late government started, we have made a promise that will complete every one of them.
The Olubaka, who applauded the governor's passion to accelerate development of the state, also prayed for his success at the shadow and general election. At St. Patrick's Primary School, the governor addressed party faithful and supporters and called for a united front ahead of the shadow election.
All members of APC at the various wards, wọ́n ní ìbò yìí bí ẹ̀yin lẹ máa di o. Ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí ó ṣe contest ojú ẹ̀ ó ṣe oníka. Wọ́n ní eléyìí ẹ máa tò síbi tẹ́ ti fẹ́ ṣoríire. Ibi tẹ́ ti fẹ́ kórè yín sàn ní kẹ́ tò sí.
The APC governorship primary election holds this weekend across the state. From Oka, headquarters of Akoko Southwest Local Government Area of Ondo State, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Ahead the APC primary election on Saturday, security agencies in Ondo State have warned citizens to embrace peace before, during and after the exercise. According to them, officials in their hundreds have been deployed to every nooks and crannies of the state to ensure a heat-free exercise. Omoro Language has details.
Just like the main governorship elections, these direct primaries adopted by the ruling party, All Progressives Congress, ahead the state governorship elections in Ondo State, will be held across the 203 wards of the state on Saturday. To this end, all the financial members of the political party are eligible to elect the contestants that will represent the party during the November governorship election. And to ensure that the exercise is conducted without any hitch, security agencies in Ondo State says personnel are prepared to maintain law and order. Ondo State Police Public Relations Officer Fumilayo Odunlami Omesaya confirmed that the command has put all the necessary measures in place to ensure a successful exercise.
Over time, we've improved on the way we deploy our men. Arrangement has been made concerning the forthcoming primaries for the political parties. Men have been properly deployed. And of course, they've been warned and been told what to do.
Commandant, Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps, Ondo State, Oluyemi Ibiloye, assured citizens of the state of their safety as 1,000 personnel have been deployed towards the exercise.
We have both plain clothes men and then uniform personnel who will be on guard. One of our core mandates is the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure. And we're also putting on measures to ensure that none of these infrastructures are being touched. We know during elections, some people might be aggrieved and they might go all out to protests, and while doing that, at times you discover that critical national assets are touched.
Speaking through phone conversation with Osrc, Commander of the Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun Corps, Adetunji Adeleye said 900 personnel are currently in the 18 local government areas of the state to guide against crisis before, during, and after the exercise.
Our men in all the various local governments have been properly briefed, and after the briefing, they've all been drafted to provide area cover of areas where these elections were to take place, all to ensure free and fair election.
They advised participants and contestants to maintain law and order as all the sisters agencies are working hand in hand to ensure peace across the state.
Eligible voters should peacefully vote and await the results without causing trouble. It's a process which should be followed religiously.
We need to talk to contestants to please be careful, talk to their supporters. They should all embrace the spirit of sportsmanship in the course of this promise.
And to those who are planning to foment trouble, I can assure you that even before they start that trouble, we would have nipped it in the bud. We have our intelligence reports, and we're ready to ensure that we wield the big stick for those who are ready to foment trouble.
They promised their readiness to ensure that miscreants don't take over the state during the exercise. Omoriola Nwiji, Osrc News.
Stakeholders in Ondo State have been called upon to join hands with the federal and state governments to achieve open defecation-free status by 2025 in the state. The call was made at a one-day advocacy and sensitization workshop for heads of local government administration and other stakeholders, organized by the Ondo State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, RUWASA. Osrc Joy Pius reports that the theme for the workshop is the synergy towards the eradication of open defecation in Ondo State.
Gathered in this hall are heads of local government administration and other stakeholders for an advocacy and sensitization workshop organized by the Ondo State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, RUWASA, towards putting an end to open defecation in the state. In his welcome address, the General Manager, Ondo State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, RUWASA, Rotimi Oladimeji, decried the rate of open defecation in most parts of the country, particularly in Ondo State, adding that the meeting is to enable stakeholders brainstorm on stemming the tide.
For us to move ahead, to really ensure that Ondo State we're on track towards positive ending of open defecation. That is the reason why we are all here today, to share our experience, to discuss way forward, and to discuss how to really achieve results.
In their separate goodwill messages, the stakeholders acknowledged the various challenges associated with open defecation, stressing the need to ensure access to good water supply and sanitation.
Our goal today is not just to inform and educate, but inspire action. And each one of us here are to play a crucial role in this mission. And as leaders in our respective local governments and as decision makers in our respective capacity, we have the power to drive change, to implement policy and programs that promote proper sanitation practices and to ensure access to clean and safe toilet facility for all residents of Ondo State.
For us to be able to change this narrative, it behoves on every one of us that is still here, the local government being those ones that are closest to the people, to work very closely with the state, to work very closely with the national, to work very closely with support and donor agencies to ensure that we change the narrative.
We must come together. It is a collective thing. That's why I love this thing, this synergy towards eradication of open defecation. And when we look at this, you see that no one ministry can do it alone. No one individual could lead it, but we must come together. You also remember that 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we also were with the National Orientation Agency. And what were we trying to achieve? To see that synergy, that everybody is important in delivering this.
In his keynote address, Commissioner for Water Resources, Public Sanitation and Hygiene, Sunday Akinwalire, emphasized that the Ondo State government is dedicated to the welfareism of residents, thereby sets for collaborations in order to actualize the vision.
I come from the local side, it's our place of very dedicated to the service of people in Ondo State. And we are going to rely very much on our people from the local government. We have seen people in your life that we have done remarkably well in the past, and we solicit for your cooperation that we will do more.
The participants agreed that for Ondo State to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 6, which is to achieve access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all and end open defecation come 2030, all hands must be on deck. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
And on the foreign scene, a drought fueled by the El Nino weather phenomena has forced Colombia to cut the export of electricity to its neighbor, Ecuador, where an energy emergency has since been declared. Speaking in Guayaquil on Tuesday, Ecuadorian President Daniel Noboa acknowledged the critical state of the country's energy sector and ordered businesses and government offices to shut down. To end the news at 7, another look at the major stories. Governor Aiyedatiwa has cautioned political gladiators against violence ahead APC primary election. We also told you that security agencies in the state have strategized for Saturday's APC primaries, calling on citizens to embrace peace before, during and after the election. And from the foreign scene, Ecuador has declared an energy emergency as following Colombia's decision